everybody, my name is Summalea Day, your yoga teacher for today's practice. Now we are going to be doing a really powerful, energetic, strengthy flow today. It's going to feel really good for your mind, your body and your breath. Now before we begin, make sure you've got a block handy. Now if you don't have a block at home, you can grab a big thick book that you don't mind stepping on, because we are going to have some playtime where we muck around with our arm balance, our crow. So it's going to be really fun today as well. So popping your block or book to the side, pop on some really energetic music, and then we're going to begin in a standing position at the top of our mat. So I'll meet you there. Now coming to the top of your mat, I want you to stand nice and tall in your mountain. Just palms open, gently laid by your side, and just draw up through the crown of your head. Your belly's engaged. Soften through your shoulders, your jaw, and just gently close down your eyes. Before we begin, just becoming present on where you are, and just noticing how you feel. Not changing how you feel here in your mind, your body, or your breath, but just being here, just exploring those sensations running through your body. Noticing if your breath is short and sharp or quite long and full today. And just beginning to ground your energy into your mat. Feel into your feet, your heels, the sole of your foot, all the way to your toes. Keeping your eyes gently closed, sweep your arms to the ceiling, palms touch. Exhale, hands come down into heart center. Let your thumbs just sit on your chest, shoulders soften. And here, if it feels right, just setting an intention, a wish for maybe today or today's practice, maybe for the next month ahead. There's no rules here. And if nothing's coming to you in this moment, just come to your breath. Repeating your intention, your wish one last time to yourself. Let it sink deep into your subconscious mind and body. And taking a deep belly breath in here. And a long exhale out. Gently opening your eyes. Your hands can come by your side or remain at your heart center. We're going to come through one round of our Surya Namaskar B, so our sun salutation B. We're going to pause in every pose and just be with your breath here. Nice and strong. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep your hands up, gaze follows. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees if you need. Your hands find the floor. Inhale, your right leg steps back, runner's lunge. Sweep your hands to the ceiling, crescent lunge. Sink deep into your hips. Now to begin with, it might feel quite nice to allow that back heel to push back into a calf stretch. Otherwise, bring it above your toes. Reach your hands to the ceiling. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, your hands find the floor. Step back, downward facing dog pose. And I just want you to pedal through your heels here. We're warming up the body. Big pedals, maybe little wiggles of your hips. There's no rules. Just feel into your body. It's your practice. Exhaling here, coming to stillness. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Switch on your core, your Mula Bandha. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga. Drop your knees if you need. It's like a tricep push-up. Inhale, Cobra, upwards facing dog pose. Exhale, tuck your toes, push back, downward facing dog. Pause here, come into that free movement again. Feels really good. Your next inhale sweeps your left leg through runner's lunge. Sink your hips, chest is forward. Exhale. forward fold. Bend your knees if you need. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, hands come down, heart center. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, your left leg steps back. Runner's lunge, sweep up. Crescent lunge. Sink your hips. Maybe coming into that calf stretch, pushing your heel back. Otherwise, allow your heel to come above your toes. Nice and strong here. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your chest. Exhale, your hands come down, press back, downward facing dog. Come into that free movement. Wiggle your hips, explore your body. There's no rules. Make sure you're breathing here. Don't hold on to your breath. Exhale brings you to stillness. Inhale, coming forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, knees or toes. Inhale, cobra, upwards facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, push back, downward facing dog pose. Coming into that free movement. One last time, feel the length of your legs growing. Your next inhale, your right leg threads on through, runner's lunge. Exhale, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, pull your hands down, heart center. Moving through the same flow now, but adding a twist into our crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Gaze follows. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, your right leg steps back. Make your way to your crescent lunge. Sink your hips. Chest and heart is forward. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the left-hand side. Just lightly allow your hands to lay on your legs. Gaze comes behind you. Sink your hips. Lots of strength and power through this front leg. You've got it. Your inhale sweeps you back to your crescent lunge. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog pose. Come into stillness here. Inhale, roll forward, high plank, switch on your core. We're going to add a push up here. So lower down, push up. Push the floor away. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Inhale, your left leg threads through. Runner's lunge, sink through your hip, chest is open. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, hands come down, heart center. Feel your body warming up here. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg steps back, sweep up, crescent lunge. Really strong here, sink through your hips. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, twisting to the right hand side. Just allow your hands to gently lay on your legs. Gaze comes to your back foot if that's possible. Hold here, breathe here. Feel that front leg, really powerful. Inhale, sweep your hands up, crescent lunge, hold that balance. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Pause here, get your breath back. Your inhale rolls you forward, high plank, adding a push up here, knees or toes. Lower down, push back up. Inhale here, exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog pose. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Exhale here. Inhale, your right leg threads through. Runner's lunge, sink your hips, open your chest. Exhale, feet come together. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, hands come down. Heart center, take a moment here. Close down your eyes. Taking a deep breath in here. Exhale, release your hands by your side. Adding on a little bit more now. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, pull your hands down into heart center. Sit back, chair pose, Uttanasana. Make sure your chest is lifted. Tuck your tailbone under. Sit down a little bit deeper. Inhale here. Exhale, bringing your right elbow over to your left knee. Hook it on here and welcome your palms to heart center. Sit down through your glutes. Breathe here. Feel that strength running through your legs, that power, that energy. Inhale, sweep your hands back up. Lift your body, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right leg back, moving into your crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the left-hand side. Gaze comes over your back shoulder. Lift through your chest. Sink a little bit deeper. Nice. I can see you. Well done. Make sure you're breathing here. Inhale, come back to your crescent lunge. Exhale, hands find the floor. Step back. Downward facing dog pose. Inhale, roll through high plank. Pause here. Exhale, lower down chaturanga, nice and slowly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Nice work. Now inhale, your left leg lifts here, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and open your hip. A little pause, a little breather. Big deep breaths. Inhale, lengthen, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Take it to your right. Take it to your left. And then step through runner's lunge. Nice. Stepping together on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, hands come down, heart center. Other side now. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, sit down, Uttanasana. Hands come to heart center. Lift through your chest. Squat down a little deeper. Inhale here. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Hook it in. Beautiful twist here. Sink your hips down lower. Big deep breath. Your inhale sweeps your hands up. Lift and lengthen through your body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left leg back. Sweep up, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, twisting to your right hand side. Now here, sink through your hips. Last time here. Open your heart. Beautiful. You've got this. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog pose. Pause here. Inhale, roll through high plank. Exhale, lower down slowly. Chaturanga, you've got this control. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Three-legged dog. Bend your knee and open your hips. Have a bit of a breather here. Big deep breaths. Inhale, lengthen, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Take it to your left elbow. Take it to your right and thread it through runner's lunge. On your exhale, come together, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, hands come down. Heart center. Ooh, I don't know if it's just me, but my heart is racing. A few deep breaths here. I'm just going to step back into the middle of your mat. Your feet come nice and wide. Toes pointing outwards. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, hands pull down through heart center. And just squatting into your malasana, your little man squat pose. Welcome your elbows to your knees. Hands come to heart center. And just feel this beautiful stretch. Close down your eyes if that's more comfortable for you. Just bringing that awareness inwards. Now if your heels are off the mat here and it's a bit of a balance, just feel into that. Otherwise, placing blocks under your heels. 3 more breaths here. Feel your heart rate dropping down, your breath becoming longer. And just gently extend your arms out in front and lower your bottom to your mat. Now we're coming into our boat pose. Now if this is a little bit too much for you to hold your knees up here, just drop your toes to your mat. There's no wrong or right, whatever works for you. So we're going to come into some pulses here. So coming into your boat or dropping your toes down to your mat. We're going to inhale at the top, exhale to lower down. I like to imagine I'm a canoe here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Beautiful. 3 more like this. Engaging your core. Pull your belly button back to your spine. Imagine that. Try not to hunch here. Really activate. Chest is forward. So 3 more. Lower down. Lift up. 2 more. Lower down. Lift up. I know it's hard. 1 more. Lower down. Inhale, lift up. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock back, forwards and backwards. And 2, you come into your malasana. Beautiful. Back into our squat. Hands come down. We're going to push those hips back and just wiggle from side to side. Allow your shoulders, your head, your neck to be heavy, and just welcome your heels and toes to come underneath your hips here into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Now coming back to the top of our mat. Hands at heart center. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your chest. Exhale, pull down your hands. Step your left leg out wide. Coming into your goddess warrior. Here your knees are out, your chest is forward, and just keep your hands here remaining at your chest. We're going to pulse for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come into stillness. Open your arms, open your chest. Beautiful, strong, fierce goddess warrior here. Feel that beautiful grounding rising up through your body. Big breaths here. Inhale, coming into your star. Lengthen your arms, lengthen your legs. Heels come out. Exhale, forward fold. Big relieving sighs here if that feels good. And just rest here, recover here. Shift your body weight forward. Feeling that length through the backs of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And then just walk your hands to your back foot. Here I just want you to welcome your forehead to your knee. It doesn't need to touch, but imagine that it is. Breathe here. And just slowly moving to your front foot now. And same thing again, welcome your forehead to your knee. It doesn't need to touch, mine isn't. Just feels really good here. Your next inhale will lift your chest and just bring you in to a runner's lunge. Step back, downward facing dog pose. Here, flowing through a vinyasa, just in your own time. Your inhale will bring you forward, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. And then your exhale will bring you back to your child's pose. Knees nice and wide. Chest, heart, forehead, hands all meet the mat. Taking a few breaths here, and when you're ready, you're just going to come up into a seated position. It's playtime. Woo! Now we are going to play with our crow. If you're someone at home that has crow in your practice, please go ahead and start playing around and flying your crow. If you haven't done it before and you really are eager to learn, now grab your block or your book and just place it behind you. We're going to perch up on this like a little bird, like a little crow. So like a little crow, you're going to perch up on here. What this does is lift your hips, making it a little bit easier to begin with. How I come into my crow is I place my hands on my mat. Now my fingers are spread wide and I'm going to grip the mat like this, all grippy. I'm gripping the mat. From here, I like to welcome my knees quite early on and bring them to the upper arm. Now they might be a bit lower or a bit higher depending on your flexibility. From here on my perch, I like to lift my hips and shift my body weight forward. So my shoulders, my elbows and wrists are all in a line. Then I begin to bend my elbows like I'm in my chaturanga, like a tricep push-up. Gaze is in front of me, and then I just play with my weight, shifting from one foot to the other until I gently lift off into my crow. Now here you have to make sure you breathe, you'll be shaking just like I am, and then you gently come back down. So taking your time here to practice your crow. Now, it might not look like mine to begin with. Maybe your knees wrap around your arms, and that's completely fine. I want you to find what works best for you. My top tips are, make sure you're looking in front. If you look underneath, you're going to tumble forward. Make sure your fingers are spread wide, and always lift your hips. So if they're underneath you and you're finding it hard to come forward, bring your little perch up higher. Lift your hips. Let's play once more together. Come into your balance. Now if you've had enough of your balance, you can just come into your child's pose or just shake it out on your mat. Coming down, maybe a forward fold. Shake out your body. And we're all going to meet in a downward facing dog pose when you're ready. Really slowing down the practice now. Just bringing your right foot to the outside edge of your right hand. I just want you to drop your back knee coming into your lizard. Now maybe your hands are fine. You might want to bring your elbows to a block or all the way down to the floor. I just want you to tuck your chin to your chest and just lowering down through our hips. This is going to feel really good. We did lots of lunges, lunge holds in this flow, so it's going to feel like a beautiful release. And just let your breath be natural here. And bringing your hands to your... And gently bringing your body back up. We're going to move into our pigeon on this side. So heel toeing your foot all the way to the left-hand side of your mat. Your right knee and wrist touch. And then you can stay nice and high in your king pigeon or gently lower down. If you've got your block or book handy and you'd like to place it underneath your right butt cheek to square off your hips, that is perfect. And just melting down here, let your breath be natural. 3 more breaths here. Slowly coming up, making your way to a downward facing dog pose. We're just going to change sides now, so bringing your left leg to the outside of your left hand, sinking down that back knee, and just noticing where you are on this side, whether it's your hands, your elbows, or you need your block. Moving into your lizard. And close down your eyes. Just bring that awareness inwards. Breath is natural here. And bringing your body up, making your way into your pigeon. You can heel toe it or just grab your foot like I did. Your left knee comes to your left wrist. Sitting nice and high in your king pigeon, and then just gently coming down. Remembering you can use your block or your book underneath your left hip to lift it up and square it. Whatever feels best here. 3 more breaths here. And on your next exhale, just gently pushing back into a downward facing dog, pedaling through your heels, and then just making your way onto your back. We've got one last stretch. It's really lovely for your pelvis, your hips. It feels so good. So you're just going to extend through your right leg and place your right ankle on your right knee, on your thigh. Now from here, bring your right hand and push your right knee away and feel that space being created here in your right hip and sort of pelvis region. Keeping your knee nice and open, I just want you to drop your left knee to the left hand side. You may want to look at me here just to see the shape of my body. Then I extend through my arms and allow my gaze come to the right hand side. Now there's no rules here on how it's meant to look, but you should feel that opening through your right hip. It's quite nice. It's a bit unusual. You can close down your eyes here and come to your breath. Softness through your belly. I hope it makes you feel really relaxed. And then just gently coming back to center, welcome that right foot to your mat. And just swapping over so your left ankle comes to your right knee now, left hand to your left thigh, and just opening up. Feel that space, and then when you're ready, drop your right knee to the right hand side. You can look at me to notice the shape, but also feel into your body. Notice that opening through your left hip. Once you're there, open your arms wide, gaze comes to the left hand side, and just try to relax into it. Soften your belly here. when you're ready, slowly unraveling, coming back to center, and just hug your knees into your chest. You may need to rock and roll, maybe come into your reclined butterfly or happy baby, whatever feels best here. And then gently rocking yourself up to a seated position. When you're ready, there's no rush. Coming into a comfy cross-legged position. Your hands come back to your heart center. And I just want you to close down your eyes here, revisiting that intention, that wish you made at the beginning of your practice. And if you didn't, maybe it feels right to set one now. And so just repeating this to yourself a few more times. And let it bring a soft smile to your face. Together, now taking a breath to seal today's practice. Inhale here. Exhale. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you feel energized, relaxed, calm, whatever you really needed. I hope you cultivated that inside and you're feeling that right now. I will see you next time. Have a lovely day.